Hi, class. I hope everyone is doing well. This is a story or the summary of a story titled Snowflake Leah. This is a nice story or an interesting story about an assignment of a young lady in grade 6. The teacher assigned them to do or to make or to try to find the most beautiful example of symmetry. Now, one day she was walking outside, she saw a lot of symmetrical images and shapes out there. The likes of the building, the butterflies, the faces of the people, the clothes people wore. All these are examples of this symmetrical items she saw. So later on, the teacher told them to do the what? The assignment about the most beautiful example of symmetry. It was quite difficult for her. She tried to what? To find something that is nice and then better as compared to the other colleagues in the class. So when she got home, she thought, what is even most beautiful that has what? Symmetry. So she thought of what? Many things, but things that she thought of, most of them are not all that beautiful to her sight. So one day she was in a shed in her own house where she established her own laboratory with what? Microscope in that laboratory, trying to find out something that is very dazzling and astonishing. So she was in the shed thinking what she would bring out. Then all of a sudden, her dad called her to come down and sleep because it's late. So as she opened the door, the what? The snow, and there was a gust of what? Wind blew, and then it blew snow inside her shed. So she quickly used her microscope to go through or to check the what? The symmetry of the snowflake, and then she found different kinds of what? Symmetry from the what? The snowflake. Few seconds, the snowflake melted because it's ice, so it got melted. Then she had an idea that she brought her camera, attach it to the what? The microscope so that she can get the picture and show it to the class. So she attached the picture or the camera on the microscope, and then she brought some snowflakes, and then she what? She took the picture of the snowflakes. As you can see, these are the shapes she had, and it was very wonderful and what? Dazzling. Now, when she got to school, everybody presented his assignment, but Leah's assignment was the best and then was the talk of the town. Everybody was talking about Leah's assignment because they realized that the the snowflake or the symmetry of the snowflake, it's quite what? Astonishing, and it's quite beautiful. I hope you've understood the story about Leah. Now, after that, we have to check the word, the questions under this text. First of all, the comprehension part. Now, let's switch to BCD. A, we will discuss it in class together, but let's look at B, C, and D. Now, when you look at B, the first question says, what did Leah hold her breath when she saw the butterfly? The answer is obviously C, it was symmetrical. Number 2, which kind of symmetry did Leah's class not study? Not study. So the answer is B, that is translational symmetry. And then 3, what was Leah's friend Matt bringing to class? C, a model airplane. Number 4, what 2 devices did Leah use to finish her assignment? A camera and a microscope. Then exercise C. Was the cold weather, number 1, was the cold weather a good or a bad thing for Leah? Why? Even though we will do it in class, but I would like to share my answer with you. The answer is that the cold weather was a good thing for Leah because she found the most beautiful example of symmetry of snowflake. Number 2, why wouldn't Leah take a snowflake to class? Because a snowflake would melt. Number 3, did people like Leah's photo of snowflakes? How do you know? Of course, people do love Leah's snowflake photos because it was the talk of the town. And then number 4, what do you think Leah will be interested in next? Next, she will be interested in photographing other examples of symmetry. So let's switch to exercise D, words in context. Number 1, a big gust of wind turned my umbrella inside out. 2, could you please pick up those piles of clothes on the floor? Number 3, the forecast says it's going to be hot tomorrow. Number 4, a campfire flickered in the distance. Number 5, were you bothered when you didn't win the competition? Number 6, I scrambled to catch the bus before it left. Now, to show you the answers for exercise C, you can clearly see it here. Yeah. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed the discussion.